Hello! I just thought that I would do a video today. I don't know really much to say. I just showered, so I'm gonna do my makeup because it is Mother's Day. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my makeup, but I thought I'd do like a little chit chat, get ready with me type thing. I've never done one. No, I can't speak. I literally cannot speak. I've filmed multiple videos this quarantine. I am just a piece of trash and haven't edited or posted any of them. I cannot do my eyeliner while I'm talking. I suck so bad at putting on eyeliner. I don't even know why I try anymore at this point. It used to take me 5 minutes tops to do it, and now, I mean, look at that. How did I do that? Now it takes me honestly 20 minutes to do my eyeliner. What have I been doing? Let me update you on how have you guys been doing this quarantine? I have done nothing. I feel like first month was the worst. I was sleeping. I was just staying up so late, like 6 a.m. not doing anything productive ever. So it just felt like wasted time. In the moment, obviously, it's so nice to be able to not do anything, but then you look back and you're like, wow, I wasted an entire month on nothing. And obviously there isn't much to do right now. To be fair, I had school then. I should have, I had so much time. I should have been focusing a lot harder on school, but that's something I can change now. Also, school online is just a no-go. I always thought, oh, maybe I should do online class like it, but that would be so easy. Nope, that shit is hard. And that's why I'm not taking any summer courses, because I literally cannot teach myself anything. That's just a no. And to be honest, just in general, the first year of university has been super hard for me. I think part of it is the school that I chose to go to, along with just my own personality. I am super shy when it comes to meeting new people. I never introduce myself to people. I never make the first move. That's just not me. I have like a lot of social anxiety. I cannot speak to people unless they're forcing a conversation. Even if they start the conversation, say, hi, how are you? I just answer the question. Like, it's very hard for me to do a follow-up question. I will, in my head, tell myself, like, say this, like, keep the conversation going. Like, they seem nice, like, you could be making a friend, and I'm like, say it, say it, say it. And I will, in my head, just be sitting there for 10 minutes after they've already started a conversation with me, and I just can't force myself to say it. That's just how I am, which is annoying because when I get to know people, I'm, like, so outgoing. Not outgoing, I guess, but so out there. When I'm comfortable around people, it makes me able to be outgoing pretty much. And because of that, like, I literally cannot blame anybody except for myself for my lack of making friends, which I regret now. I kind of wish I went to an out-of-province school, to be honest. The reason I chose not to, as dumb as it sounds, is because my boyfriend and my closest friends are here, and I just was scared and didn't want to take the chance. But now looking back, I'm like, I would have made friends, and I would have, like, I still would have came home, especially now with this pandemic. I would have came home early. I'm sure me and my boyfriend would have been fine. I was just scared. Okay, so the school that I chose to go to, it was the one school that had the program that I wanted to do. But that school was like a commuter school, so the majority of people that go to that university live around here and just like drive or bus to school and don't live on residence, so there isn't a big campus life. And because of that, I found it hard to like make friends. I feel like if I had gone to university that most people don't live in the area and most people live on residence, you're kind of forced to first get to know people that you literally live with and then go to events, and there being a lot of like campus life, it would have like forced me to make friends, which would have been good for me, would have been kind of pushed me, which I think I would have thrived in that kind of environment. But I was too dumb back then to see that and too just nervous, which obviously like is my own fault. I made that choice and I'm gonna live with that choice. But because of that, my first year of university has sucked. Once again, all my own doing. First off was like not really having any friends on campus. Like, I have friends that I know from high school and from other things on campus, but it's kind of different. Weird to meet up with people that you're not in the same program or classes as, you know what I mean? Like, you have totally different schedules and lives. Also, just in general, class-wise, all throughout high school, I didn't do shit. I'm not kidding. I can't remember a single time in high school sitting down and studying. High school was just super easy to me. You show up, you kind of pay attention in class, even just half pay attention. I honestly didn't even do the homework most of the time. I can't remember the last time I read a book to do a book report on. I did fine in high school, I just didn't work for it, which also bothers me because I know it's my own fault. If I had even put an ounce of effort in, I could have easily been like a straight A student. I wasn't a bad student, I was like a mostly B student with like C+ in math. That's also my own doing, but because I never got those like study habits in high school, once I hit university, it hit me like a truck. I still didn't know how to review and stuff. So here I am with much bigger course load and like a different style of learning. In university, I guess you could just sit in the lecture and learn, but it's like so much information coming at you at once that you have to review stuff and you have to find different ways to actually digest the information and know it. It's like in high school, you could memorize everything 20 minutes before the test, ace the test, and you're fine. But in university, you're doing what, a chapter a week? Like there's no way you can do that when your final's cumulative and it's all 15 chapters, you know? And since I never had those studying habits, it was very hard for me to get into the groove of studying, and it still is. Once again, like that's just on me. Everybody else has their shit together, or seems to. There's no reason for me not to. In all other aspects, I feel like I've been doing so well. I can't let myself be disappointed by one thing. I don't need university to be my way of social interaction, even though I've made that picture in my mind that, oh, after high school, I have to make friends in university and those are the people that are gonna stick with you. But it's like not necessarily. A lot of the people that I've found very, very important in my life, I've met through like work or met them accidentally. I don't know what I'm doing. And frankly, I don't think anybody knows what they're doing, even if they pretend they do. And then all of this quarantine stuff. Wow, it's been 20 minutes and I'm still not done my makeup. This quarantine stuff, it's rough because it's crazy how many things that I had planned right in these 2 months and they're not happening. And of course it's valid for me to be upset or disappointed that it's not happening, but a part of me feels so guilty of it being like a first world problem that I haven't been really sulking about it very much. Let's talk about it. I just like to say I understand that I have it good. There are worse things in the world, people are literally dying, but my feelings are still valid. So I'm gonna talk about it. I kind of mentioned this in another video, don't know if we'll post it, so this might be like overlap. But I was supposed to go to Coachella with my best friend, which was super exciting for multiple reasons. To me, it was just exciting because it was like the first time traveling alone with a friend. It was doing something that I love. Like I absolutely love going to music festivals, and music is just such a big part of my life. And then especially going to California, which has always been a place that I adore, and being able to share that with somebody that I love was so exciting, which of course it's postponed to October, but in all honesty, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think any big events are gonna happen until there's a vaccine. Of course, I'm not a healthcare professional. I couldn't tell ya. Having that taken away from me, it sucked an extra amount just because it was like a first. You know, this being like my first year where I was actually allowed to go out and do things on my own, and I'm almost 19, I'll be able to like go out and drink with my friends, and who knows if that's gonna be a thing this summer. Probably won't. Missing those firsts just kind of hits extra hard because that's kind of the things that we look forward to in life often. It is our firsts that we look back at. Once again, we have to let go of that and realize that there are bigger things and it's still gonna happen eventually, it's just not now. And also, Malaya and I were gonna go see Justin Bieber in Seattle, which that would have been like this week or something. Would have been next week. That, it's like I have so many mixed feelings about Justin Bieber now, but no matter how I feel about him for certain things in the moment or how I feel about his new music, Justin Bieber, like forever, will hold such an important part of my life just because my entire childhood pretty much centered around him. That sucks too. And then I was supposed to go to San Francisco at the end of this month. My best friend's graduation. Not San Francisco, Bay Area. That's probably not gonna even happen, and of course the borders are closed, so I couldn't even go if it does end up happening, and I'm sure it won't. And that's sad. I feel like obviously it's sad for her that she doesn't get to experience her graduation, which in all honesty, as somebody who's graduated, that was a boring ass day, but I'm not gonna say anything. And I haven't seen her in 2 years, so that was gonna be so exciting to see her again. I wanted to go to Disneyland for my birthday, but the borders are closed and chances are Disney is not gonna reopen in a while because out of everywhere, like Disneyland, prime spot for crowds. It's sad. Like, it could be worse. Like, my grandparents could be dying. I'm blessed that those are my biggest issues in life right now. Oh my god. So I dyed my hair pink and green for a week, but I didn't like it. I was gonna do it split dye, and last minute I decided not to do a split dye, and I hella regret. I should have done it split dye. But so after a week I took it out and then I dyed it pink again, but I couldn't find pink hair dye anywhere, and then I finally found cotton candy pink at a Shoppers Drug Mart. Like, it was the very last one in the store, and I got it. I usually like using a darker pink so I can mix it with conditioner and use like the bottle of dye multiple times because I'm only technically using some of it. But cotton candy pink is pretty light, so I couldn't dilute it a lot, and it took me an entire bottle to get this color, and it's still like, I know when I start washing it, this is gonna be gone super quick. Then I got a notification from this website. I wanted to buy these like drops for hair dye. I was like, oh my god, they're back in stock, and it was the pink ones. So I was gonna buy them and then also the purple ones to test them out. And then that night, the Wi-Fi in my house was down, so I couldn't order it. I didn't want to use my data to go onto my laptop, which I should have done because now they're sold out again. So now my hair is gonna start fading and I'm gonna feel sad. I'm gonna put highlight on. So I got super into this subreddit called pan porn. I don't know what is just so satisfying about seeing other people's like use up products, especially eyeshadow palettes. And after getting into that, I got recommended Makeup Rehab. And that sub was pretty much about like, a lot of the people on there are on like no buys or low buys. Oh my god, I need this in my life because I think it's because I've watched YouTube for so long that I always had this mindset of we need new products, like this is innovative, like I need this because I don't have anything like it. But it's like, no, if I have my routine down, why should I be buying anything else other than when I run out of something? Which I have been doing lately just by accident anyway, because I just haven't had the money really to be spending on cosmetics out of everything. Also need to build this mindset for clothing. It's like, I have so much clothes that I can do so much with. I don't need this thing just because I don't have it, just because it's like popular or in trend. So I picked out a bunch of products I want to finish. This Marc Jacobs glow stick highlighter I honestly got in 10th grade, I think, so 3 years ago, and I've barely used it. I need to force myself to use these things instead of just letting them sit, so I've been doing that. And the only products I've been buying are like replacements of products I run out of. If I run out of a product, I try to find a replacement in my collection. That highlighter is an example, which I have so many freaking highlighters. Remember that like 2016 phase we all went through where we thought that we needed a highlighter in like every single color? Like, for why? And in all honesty, I don't even really like highlighter that much. I think it can easily be overdone. It looks really bad. I've been using like AliExpress lashes, and you know what? They are a hit or miss. When you get a good one, it's so worth it. And even the ones where it's like they're not that nice, I can still wear them. It's just like not a favorite. For example, these lashes I've been wearing for a month. Just this one, like this pair of lashes. I've just been washing them and carefully taking off the glue, and they're still holding up, which is just as good as my velour lashes that are $30 for a pair. They're just as nice. Oh my god, I'm running out of battery. It's nice. Save money, live better. For like $3 for a pack, I think it's fine if I order some that I don't really like. There is nothing that compares to my Huda Samantha's. There's no other lashes I'll ever like as much as those, and I've just come to accept that. And even though they're $27, I just bite the bullet and I buy them. Been really good on not buying new makeup and just using what I have and then replacing what I absolutely need. And I've been trying that with clothes too. Because I went through this phase where I would spend all of my money on clothes, which doesn't even make sense to me because I feel like I don't even have a set aesthetic. You know how some people, like, they're just super goth or they're super, like, girly? Like, I just don't have an aesthetic. Like, one day I wear one thing and the other I wear another, which makes it hard when I shop because I buy so many different types of things and I accumulate a lot of clothes. I don't need that many clothes. I don't I don't need to have a specific aesthetic. Stop letting the internet think that you need an aesthetic. That's not a thing. Just wear whatever the fuck you want, but don't overconsume because there's no need for it. And I'm learning that and I'm trying to practice it and I've been getting good. I did make an order on Misguided, but I got 3 things and they were all like basics. And I made an order on Shein. Those are the only orders I've made this year. It's very good because what month is it? But my order on Shein, I only got 1 clothing item. The rest was like stuff for my room because I actually redid my room recently. I was filming it, but then I'm just so like bad at filming. Like I never have a clear set idea on what I want the video to look like, so then it's very messy and then I'm like disappointed in myself because in some ways I'm a perfectionist, but in some ways like I don't give a shit about stuff at all. So then I'm like, oh, this looks so bad, like I don't even want to post it, and then I just scrap the whole video. Beginning of quarantine, actually, I redid my room. I painted it and then I totally rearranged everything. And in the past couple years, this room actually was not my room 2 years ago. I moved from my old room to this room. This room's just a bit bigger and it has like a nicer windowsill. So I moved into this room and I was considering buying a headboard, but at this point, honestly, I'm thinking I'm 18 now. I'm probably going to be moving it out in the next 5 years. What's the point of buying furniture that I'm not for sure gonna use? Painted my room, rearranged everything, and I think it looks so good. Like obviously my bed isn't made right now. Maybe I'll do a room tour. Give this a thumbs up if you want to see a room tour. I guess I was a bit productive this quarantine then. But I just feel so much better when my room is looking good and reflects, I guess not reflects me, but it looks how I want it to. I feel so much more motivated to do stuff when it's organized and it looks good. I mean, I've always been that way where like if my room is messy, I don't feel any type of motivation to do anything. I think I've done my makeup. I need to do my hair though. Wow, this super simple makeup took me so long. I guess one, because I was talking, but I've just been really bad at makeup lately. I think it's because I don't have a certain time restraint. Back in high school, like grade 10, 11, I could do my makeup in 10 minutes, like this entire full face with lashes and everything, because I would wake up so late, but then really want to wear makeup. So I had to force myself to learn how to do my makeup hella fast. But since I never have a time restraint now, I've stopped doing that and I don't know how to do that anymore. Like that's crazy to me. I think my battery is gonna die, so I'm just gonna go now. Thank you guys for watching. If you're all the way here, wow. I love you guys. I hope we'll be posting videos very soon. I do have videos that are filmed. Just need to edit them and then they'll be up. Maybe I'll do a room tour. I think I will. That actually seems like a good idea. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe because I know you're gonna keep watching anyway, so you might as well just subscribe. All my links will be down below and everything. Adios.